Okay, I don't know if my mic is working because I haven't been able to charge it, so I'm just testing it. Hi, and welcome back to my channel, which I did not forget about you all. I have just been real busy and I haven't really been sewing or anything in any way, shape, or form. So, also, my daughter has moved out. As you could tell, I'm not facing the way that I usually face. I'm just trying some new angles, some new things, um, etc., etc., etc. Anyway, today I'm going to be doing a game of catch up. Also, I didn't bring the stuff I was supposed to bring. Please hold. Here I am today, coming back strong with an unfinished block of the month. Let's get started, shall we? First of all, I don't even have a cover page to show you guys. Anyway, I'm sure my editor will insert a picture of the quilt I am doing, which is called Living in Liberty. However, I am doing it from Carriage Country Quilts, and they called it Living in the Moment. So it is not colorwayed, or I apologize, it is in a different colorway than what is going to be shown. It is in these, I guess, reproduction prints. Wow, words are really hard today. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, I have gotten all the way up to 5 months. It was a 6 month quilt along or block of the month. But they sent it out in 6 months. So technically speaking, it's like a six, it's 12 blocks, 6 months, 2 blocks a month. Anyway, allow me to show you what I have left and what I have done. So I'm gonna clip you guys right here. Okay. Here are the first blocks in no particular order because I do not remember what order they go in. And if you see anything that's wonky, no, you didn't. Okay, so here is one of them. And I'm going to tell you right now, guys, cutting for this quilt stresses me out. Stresses me out. So, because the directions are not anything like I'm used to, like I love like Lori Holt directions and stuff because she uses letters. And so that way it doesn't matter, right? Like what color you're using or anything. Any of that does not matter. It's easy. This one is difficult. And also because it's not in the colorway that it should be, it's stressing me out. Okay, so those are the first 5 blocks. I'm working on block number 6. Also, if you want to see more about these, I think blocks 1 through 4 I do have on my TikTok. 5 I didn't post, I don't think. But I cut today for block 6. Took me forever and a day to cut for it, and I messed up. So here, these are the blocks. So not only do you make blocks, but you make houses too. Fun fact, y'all. I didn't realize, because again, the directions unclear, that you make 4 of the same houses, and then in the later blocks, when you're putting them together in the directions, you're going to put them together separately, like differently. So I'll show you. I don't think I have block 6. So this is how it comes. It's not pre-cut. It's pre-cut into shapes, but not, or sizes, but not into triangles, corners, squares, etc., etc. So you think, oh, I have to make 4 of these different houses. No, you don't. You make 4 of the same house in whatever colorway they give you, and then like this, see, here's for your houses, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, my dumb self. The first month, don't ask. We're not going to talk about it. Anyway, here are my houses. This is what you're supposed to do. See, all these 4 houses match. We're not going to talk about how wonky that window is. He's a cute little house. All of these, can you see? Sorry. There you go. All of these match for another set. So then later when you're putting the quilts together, you will mix and match your houses based on whatever your directions tell you, except for me, because I messed up. But anyway, all of these cutie guys, all of these cutie pies. This is where it gets a little crazy. And again, today I messed up. Actually, I think I didn't make the houses for block 5 because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I only have four months, and I bet you that's the extra fabric I had. Anyway, back to my original story. I messed up and I cut the roof wrong. So I'm already a mess. Anyway, that's what we're doing today. This is what you'll watch me sew while I yap along. I had to take my table off, my table extension off, because I need to cut. To make these little 4 patches, you make strip units and then you cut them down to size. So I need the room to cut. Put these guys back in here. Also, it's sweltering. Oh, I'm dying in here. I'm suffering. It's so hot in here. And these, for the record, again, these don't use letters or numbers or, I don't know, any unit of measurement in which would help me figure it out. So I gotta guesstimate every single time. And you do the Eleanor Burns method for the flying geese. Also, I don't even know if this is the correct way. I didn't check. Well, this got set back to factory resetting, so it should be fine. Famous last words, guys. Famous last words. Okay. Here we go. This is for the house. No, this is for the block. This is for me. This is for the houses. Put you guys right there. Let me iron this. Anyway, what's new with y'all? Because what's new with me is stress. Oh, just kidding. It's just been really a little bit crazy at work and at home and stuff, so I hadn't really um done a lot of sewing. I hadn't thought about sewing. That's why I think about sewing. I just hadn't bothered to, so I'm gonna be honest. I cutting all that stuff is stressing me out, so I just didn't. I just did not. Did not sew. Haven't sewn in I don't know how long. God bless. Haven't sewed in I don't know how long. Well, since probably my last video, so there you go. But yeah. I just, just haven't really felt like it. Tired. A lot of stuff's been happening at work that's making me mad. Not like that, but like just things that I have to deal with in the job that I'm in. I'm really hoping my mic's working because it has been giving me a hassle to charge this whole time. Um, so I don't know. But still waiting for my serger to get back from the repair place. They're waiting on a part. The part is back ordered. I'm really upset. I'm about to just tell him, forget it, let me pick it up and freaking buy a new serger, but I'm trying to be a good person. It's not really working out, guys. Sorry. Okay. I forgot to get my lip balm on. I feel parched, like so parched, y'all can't even understand. Oh, I didn't bring a drink up here, nothing. I'm just like, let's go. Editor, see if you can edit that out. Okay, no. This is oh. Okay, that's the house. This is Starblock. God help me. Okay. See, this is where I get like frustrated because everything's in a different color. I don't have my little paper. Oh, God, guys. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be not right back. For you, it'll be seconds. For me, it'll be, I don't know, a million years. But I gotta, because, okay, so there's two sets of flying geese and a square and a square. I think this is flying geese. No. Well, I guess. I don't know if I'm doing it right. Oh my God. I don't even know anymore. I think these go. Okay, I think you would draw on the back of these, but I find I don't have great success when I do that. Like my lines tend to get weird, so a lot of times I'll just pin and use my seam guide. I think so. Before I sew, I'm gonna go get my other pins and my little paper that shows you the color. Also, I just want to say the little paper is terrible, but it is about the only color reference that I have. I think this was meant to be like an in-person thing, and in the end, it wound up like not being an in-person thing, is what wound up happening. And also, I have a real bad habit of like not making sure that these are right sides facing. It's the worst. But anyway, I think this is meant to. I think their what do you call it was meant to be their block of the month, like at their shop. I didn't do anything. It's fine, and it didn't. And I'm doing it here. I bought this 2 3 years ago at the quilt shop at the quilt show in 2023. I want to say, and then and I think these go with these guys. No, I think these go here. I feel like that square's too big. Because this is supposed to be a square and a square. Well, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Okay, maybe I don't. No, I still need to get my picture, and then these go with these. Okay. Okay. Sometimes I remember things, sometimes I don't. Anyway, I bought this a while back, and the frustration has just never stopped for me. Okay, BRB. All right, I have returned, and I did not forget my pins the first time at all. Nope, surely didn't. Okay, so sorry, that sounded really loud. I hope that didn't scare you guys. This is what I'm like, where's my camera? This is the piece of paper I get. Anyway, so from here I have to figure it out. Also, I just wanted to show off my little giant scissors from Guggen. I call it Guggenheim. I don't feel like that's the right word. Anyway, also I have these. But these are super cute. Love them to pieces. Okay. I got them last Christmas. I think it was last Christmas. Anyway, whenever I got my friend, my coworker, I got her a big old gift. Oh, this is why. Now I know why I have to do the line down the middle. Because I can't see. I can't see, guys. I can't see. Anyway, my coworker who also quilts, I got her a gift basket. Like I went to Home Goods, TJ Maxx, or I don't know, whatever, and I bought one of those like big boxes. You know, the ones like Michael used to sell before they stopped selling stuff like that. Sorry, if I swore in there, it'll be bleeped out. But anyway, but yeah, so I went there and I got a really nice box like a present box, and I filled it with a bunch of stuff. And some of the stuff I wound up getting. So I was able to get, it's actually not these scissors, it was another pair. These are different, but it was a nice pair of scissors from, I guess, don't quote me on the name. I just say things however I want, but Guggenheim, I don't know. Anyway, that scissor company that is not Ginger. And I got both sets. So it was basically like you could get two, they were the 9-inch tailors. I don't know, editor, please put me a picture up here. The 9-inch tailor scissors. And then they were like, also, you can get these little giants. So essentially, I wound up getting, I think, like the little giants for free, or I don't know. It was like basically for free. Okay. It wasn't a bad deal. It was a pretty good deal. And I was pretty excited about it. And she really liked them. So it all worked out in the end. Um, See, this is where I get mad because I should not do it this way. I need to do it the other way. But my stitch length correct? Yeah, okay. Just make sure, guys. But anyway, I got these and I got me a pair and her a pair, and I like continually forget. Oh, look at me, I'm so good. I continually forget that I have them because I consistently use this little pair over here for my um my hold on, I'm gonna move you guys just a wee bit closer. They don't see my big old head. Anyway, this little pair right here, I don't know if you see my kitty. Any cutie? Anyway, this pair here that I used to cut here, like this. But I do like having a nice little, another cute little pair. These are nice. They cut well. They're not really for seams. They're just for, you know. He's a little heavier though, so I don't like to put him on there. But anyway, super cute. All of that to say, that's why I have those scissors. Anyway, if my friend coworker is watching, let me know if you like yours. Oh, I turned this off. Man, I'm winning. I'm betting a bazillion right now. Ugh. Okay, so next in this step is you sewed your two strips together. It doesn't say to open it. I like to press it open because this you're gonna have a lot of seams with a star. And if you can hear my fan, I am so sorry, but it's like a bazillion degrees in this room, and the AC is on, but I think it's not pushing out over here very well. I really need to figure that out. But anyway, I like to roll my seam out and then um, iron, which you can't see, so apologies in advance. But I'm gonna iron. Hey, I'm over here. I'm gonna iron it flat, and then you cut this. You cut this down. I'll do that later. So after that, I then come over here, and for the record, I did use a heat erasable pen on this thing. Friction, there we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Y'all, please do not come to me for correct terms. So normally, you're supposed to draw, you could do one of two things. You can sew down the either side. If I had had enough foresight, I would use a different foot on here, but I didn't, so my bad. I should be using my other 1/4-inch foot, but yeah, girl plays dangerously by the rules. So essentially, you want to sew 1/4 inch away from both of these lines, or both. from this line, and if you have a seam guide or you had seam tape or a longer machine, or I was able to use my, what do you call it here, my table, then I would not have a problem. But I can't use my table because I have to cut some stuff. I gotta be cutting today. So I'm just trying to line up the best that I can, and my best is unfortunately not good enough some days. Today it might be. We'll see. Oh, and then so I bought my daughter a machine. Met in 1,000 today, guys. And I took it over there to where I take all my machines and everything. And I was like, hey, can you guys fix this for me? And they said, yeah, sure, no problem. And then he's like, actually, no, I can't because it's such a cheap machine when they made it, and it's the parts or whatever. He's like, essentially, um, it's not worth it to put a couple $100 into this machine. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate that, because um then I don't have to waste my time, right? So I said, okay. And he's like, you can come pick up your machine whenever you want. So I gotta go pick it up. Now I gotta find her another machine. She has my old little brother, which is that like $80 one that you get at the store. You know, Walmart. It's the one my husband bought it for me like a long time ago. And so I gave it to her. She loves it. It works great. It's quieter than this beast. Um, I know I said I press open. Not always. Can you guys see? I'm like, hold on. There's gonna be a lot of movement, and I'm sorry if I make you seasick, but hopefully after this it won't be so bad. Hold on, Barbie. Mommy's turning. Okay, there you go. Okay. Now you'll be able to see here, but I don't know what you'll be able to see over here. If you don't like this angle, y'all let me know. I'm trying new things. I'm trying to figure it out. Also, I film with my front camera so I can make sure um the angle is good. But also I'm leaning towards trying to film with my Lumix. I think this is what it's called, to I don't know, get a better quality video for you guys. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway, back to my 100th story. I have to go pick up her machine because it's basically trash. Might be good for her to take apart and look at and see if she can want to fix it or whatever. I mean, that's always an option. But anyway, so sorry. I used to film with my phone, but then I came in possession of another phone. So I'm excited. So now I film with that phone. And so now my phone buzzes with text messages that irritate me. Okay, so the Eleanor Burns method is you sew down like that, then you come back and you get these weird little heart pieces. She's got a whole tutorial. There's a whole bunch of tutorials, right? So I'm not a tutorial channel. Oh, I forgot my block ruler. My flying geese ruler. Anyway, so then you come and you put these other pieces right here, and then you sew down this both sides, both the same way, a 1/4 inch from the middle on both sides. And again, you can use, but now see, she fits and I can see. So you don't want to sew down the middle. I want to sew on a 1/4 inch on either side. So, and then this will give you flying geese. With this method, however, if you like to make them bigger and trim down, you will not be able to do that. I don't, because girl, I could barely freaking not mess them up. So anyway, I could barely not do it right. We're not going to talk about how I almost cut myself. Oh, y'all, you don't even know. Hold on. Okay. Anyway, so I'm on the hunt for another sewing machine for my daughter. I don't know what I'm gonna get. We'll see. Okay, so that story's finished. But right now, this just reminded me of when I almost like friggin' cut my finger. I was downstairs, and I have a really, really, really bad habit of my ergonomic cutter, the one that you like squeeze to produce the blade. I hold it open, don't ask why, while I, for whatever reason, I'm holding the ruler and the blade, and my blade is like pinched open. I'm so stupid. Anyway, I like nicked one of my fingers, my nails, scared the bejesus out of me. Your girl ain't doing that again. So, anyway, that just reminded me right now how that one was like slightly open when I was like, oh. Anyway, I like these pins better. These are like magic pins, but also I have these. Oh, I caught have these other pins that I got from. There's a word. Give me a minute. Fat Quarter Shop in one of the sew samplers. These little guys, they're super cute. I'm gonna do the influencer thing. Not this. This little guy. Anyway, they're super cute. And this is not a pin holder that I spent $80 on or whatever price it is. This is when I used to shop at Target, when I bought it at Target in the $3 in the dollar section or whatever they call it now. It is a bobby pin holder and it works amazing. So that's what I use. And I put different different pins in different areas. How did I know that that was going to happen? I like different pins for different things. And so, what's going on here? Now I got to look at this. Well, yeah, look at this. I got a knot. I don't know how I got a knot. Anyway, I like to have my pins in different places because I like different pins for different things. And oh, okay, cool. And etc. etc. And so I wanted some fine pins for this one. I need more thread as well. Not like the second, but I need to buy another Orfill thread. Because I'm almost out. Well, I'm out of my white. This is, I think, I don't know when I got in a sew sampler. Oh no, this is Pima. Also, if you can see my head, I apologize. I got a big head. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, this is when I got in a sew sampler. So, oh no, let me do an end later. Of course, none of these are. Let me do white. Um, oh, also, my leader and enders, I'm still to this day making a quilt on the side for 100 years. But it's called, I remember now, the Checkerboard Chain by Lori Holt. It's a free pattern on her YouTube, and it's from her show Sew Your Stash video collections, and she um shows you how to make it. Essentially, the gist of it is, because it's a free pattern, I can talk about it and I can tell you guys what it is. You use 1.5 inch squares and 2.5 inch squares, and you basically make a 9 patch. And then you hold on, let me make sure I'm doing that one right. Okay. And then you okay, I'm not friggin' doing anything. Then you make 9 patches. I cut? No. You make 9 patches. Oh, I like how that's like way the heck off. Bro, I don't know. I don't know if I did that right. Sorry, I'm so distracted, you guys. You make 9 patches out of each. I think I've shown it like 100 times on here, but why not? Let me. And you're gonna say, Michelle, how do these fit when you got 2.5 inch squares and 1.5 inch squares? You'd be correct. It's not gonna fit, right? So she needs ironing. Let me. Okay, so you do a 9, a big one, and then a little one, but around the little one, you're going to put a border of white, whatever color white you want. And then it still makes like a checkerboard chain. Um, Editor. Yes, you hear that correctly. I don't edit my own videos. I'm awful at it. I do have. The editor is my daughter, okay? Like before anybody flips out on me, it's my daughter. But anyway, she can insert a picture and link the video down below. But it will have basically white around this to make a smaller chain. It's real cute. Plus it takes up 1.5 inch and 2.5 inch squares, which are some of the squares that I cut myself, that I cut for scraps. I keep, let me think what I keep. I keep a lot of different scraps. I kind of follow whatever I do, pretty much whatever Lori Holt says. No, just kidding. I mean, I do, but I kind of follow what she does, which is I do 1.5, 2.5, I think 3.5, 7, 5. I think it's 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 5, and 7 is the scraps that she keeps. She does that because that's how she makes like a lot of her stuff. But it really does work out. I'm gonna be honest, because you um man, this feels real sketch, dudes. Dudes and dudettes. I don't know. You can see I got wide. But it works out because a lot of her books use um scraps in kind of those sizes, because her Farm Girl Vintage 1 and 2 use um 6.5 and 12.5 inch blocks unfinished. Um is what she does. So here's my flying geese. They're probably not the correct size, but you know what? Life is amazing and we will prevail. I'm gonna go this way because I feel like this is a little bit more accurate than the other way. So a lot of her blocks, the only book I think she says that is really not interchangeable is Prairie Home. It does not allow for you to mix and match because her blocks there do not end at the same 1.5, 2.5. Good Lord, help me. Do not end at the same 6.5 and 12.5 inch style. So here you could cut, or you can use your rotary blade, whatever floats your boat, tips your canoe, tickles your fancy, plays your bagpipes. I don't know if you got anything else for me. You can use that. To cut down the middle, and then you have flying geese, and you've made 4 at a time. If I wasn't yapping so much, I'd probably make them a lot faster. But this is called a yap and sew, guys, not a how fast can I sew. For the record, it's also still not very fast. Okay. Anyway, I'm struggling. I've been watching a lot of YouTube. Who doesn't? Um, And that iron is so hot. Number one, I did get a new chair. I know y'all can't see it, but I got the whatever viral crisscross one that's at Costco. My husband bought it for me. Love it. I'm so excited for it. These scissors are great for stuff like this too. I'm just cutting off these little dog ears right here. Um, I was using this little stool, which it still worked okay. It wasn't like the worst. It wasn't the best, but it worked okay. But this is a lot more comfortable. And I got myself a new little trash can that does not want to work, so I got to move it over. Okay. Okay, now that I've made my flying geese, what do I have to do next? That's the wrong month. Here we go. Okay, flying geese are made, and I got to do the 4-patch. Let me do that too. Okay, so I have to cut those. But yeah, so he got me this cutie little pie chair. I feel like that is not cut straight or not ironed correctly nicely. She's very comfortable. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do. Well, this room's gonna be a mix of a bedroom and my it's not my sewing room because I have a sewing space downstairs, but my bedroom and a okay. Never mind. Never mind, y'all. My brain cannot function at this pace. Clearly. Filming. A filming area. That's what it's gonna be. So then I cut these into the specified size that they're supposed to be. Can't share because this isn't my pattern. Like I said, how many am I getting? I could just look. One, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I need 8. There's enough in here for 8. They've always had. Um, but I did realize, yes, when I went downstairs that I did mess up by using I thought was extra fabric. It's not extra fabric. It is in fact for the houses for month 5. So congratulations to me. I do have some extra roofs though, so maybe I'll just play a mix and match game. Like I said, it is what it is. It be what it be. Actually, I think I just sew I think in general I just make these and then I can use the rest in another. And actually, if I just cut it down the strip the whole way, and then I just use it in this over here because they're the same size, so I can use it. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal, guys. I need to replace all of my rotary blades. No joke. The other one I was cutting, I friggin' was losing my patience left and right because I kept missing a whole bunch of stuff. So it was felt like the Hulk, you don't want to make me angry. Well, it was making me angry. And then that's all you get to have left. Oh my god. That little piece. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all, I'm sorry. Okay, and then so you don't cut yourself, you put that back. You sew these up like so. But you have some 4 patches. Why do these feel big? Bro, I give up. Things just don't feel right now. That's 1.5. And that's 1.5. No, I'm just having a mental breakdown. It's fine, y'all. It's fine. I'm not good, but we're fine. Okay. Except that I gotta do it like this, dark and light. Okay. I don't generally pin, and these nest. They don't nest because they're actually open, so they fit nicely together. Anyway. I've been watching a lot of YouTube, and so I started watching a couple different people, some craft related, some not. But I started watching Dave's Craft Room, and oh my god, I feel like I'm like a loser when I watch him because he can just, I don't know, go watch him. He is amazing. I will put a link somewhere down below elsewhere. But yeah, his quilts are inspiring. I find them so inspiring. He is like he puts t-shirts with other stuff, and the way he can just kind of see things is crazy. So if you want to be inspired, I 100% recommend that you go watch him because he is fantastic. He inspires. He just has an inspiring way of how he crafts. And I do take a little nod from him because like I also feel like I'm not trying to do a tutorial because one, I'm not that I'm not a tutorial person, so I can show you how I'm doing it. It may not be how you're supposed to do it. It's probably not. It's one of those things like when you're at work and they're like, this isn't exactly how you're supposed to do it, but this is what I do. That's me. Okay, guys. This isn't probably how you're supposed to do it, but this is what I do. And quilting is not governed by rules. It's governed by feelings. So anyway, he is great. You should go check him out. He works with panels and applique and all this kind of crazy stuff, and he manages to finish his quilts pretty quickly. So I give him a lot of props for that. Because not me, as you can see, I'm still struggling over here. But anyway, then I started watching. Don't ask me how this came on my feed, but I was watching. Here in a laugh at her name, Meaty Mama. That's her name. She's a door dasher, and it says like dashing my way out of debt. And she's just hilarious. I don't know. I find her content funny. All she's doing is picking up door dashes and like taking them to who they belong to. But she's hilarious. So you can also check her out. I will put her link somewhere or put a picture. I don't know. My editor will fix it in post, as we say. But yeah. Ooh. So those are the two that I've kind of been watching a lot of. Oh my gosh, month 6. Let's get down to business. So yeah. That iron is so freaking hot. Okay, so I made the flying geese. Make 4 flying geese. See, with cream and navy, I didn't make the other 4 with navy and light red. So a navy cream to the top of. Okay, so now I gotta consult my high definition, beautiful picture to see where it goes. Okay, so I'm supposed to. Okay, so this is technically on the bottom, like so, and then this goes like this. So basically, I'm making a 2 flying geese unit. Okay. Okay, okay. In the words of Joe Pesci. Okay, 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 okay. And cut off. Ooh, I got a little crazy with the scissors, guys. All right, hold on. I didn't cut all my stuff again because I didn't measure. I don't know if these are the right size. If they're too short, there's nothing I can do about it. And I'm too lazy to go get my flying geese ruler from the depths of hell, so I'm not. Actually, I lie. I'm in the depths of hell because this room is so hot right now. I need 18 air conditioners, a freaking pool of ice water to put my feet in so that I don't pass out from lack of air. I think the air is not pushing into this room that great. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, I was at work. Of course I was at work. Anyway, I was at work the other day and I was all joking around. If you are not my age and you're younger, chances are you have not seen this movie. But you should go watch it because it's hilarious. It's got Joe Pesci, Marissa Tomei. You younger folks may recognize her as Aunt May from the new Spider-Mans. Ralph Macchio, and I forget who else. Oh, the dad, the Munster dad. Anyway, it's called My Cousin Vinny. So if you've seen that movie, you probably need to schedule a mammogram and potentially prostate exam. Oh yeah, see this is what happened. See what I mean? Now I gotta check these fudgesicles. What should my flying geese measure? This is why I can't get anything done, y'all, because I just don't know how to. Oh, 4.5 by 2.5. Okay. Anyway, I'm there at work. Everything is like a friggin' nightmare. Oh, nice. I can trim some. Okay. Everything is just crashing down around me, like in the most uncomfortable way possible. Like, no joke, right? Like, I'm just crashing out left and right. Hold on. I'm going to go get that ruler. I'm back. This is the tool. You and I are going to learn how to use it together. Okay, so a D, a finished size of D. Okay. Yeah, I don't. Hold on. Again. This is why I have two phones now. Okay. I want to see my password. Can't get in there. All right. It's like YouTube Inception right now. I'm gonna watch a YouTube while what is this called? Flying geese. Square up ruler. Excuse me, I apologize. Is this Quilt in a day? Yeah, because it's Deb. No, this is Creative Grids. But I assume it's the same. Oh my god, 11 years ago. I use this one. Lordy, help. I don't know if I'm doing it right, guys. Oh, I gotta screw this all up. Let me see what size it is. It's the correct size. West side. Excellent. Okay. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That's okay. Tip. Square up your stuff, guys. Okay. Let me square these up. Oh, for the record. Okay, so what you do first is you hold it right side up. Again, not a tutorial. So if you want a better tutorial, that is not me yapping in your ear, then you don't have to follow these rules. You line up your little triangle in here. Oh, look, I'm short up there. And then you trim. Oh, I just cut some off of my space. You trim what's hanging over, and if you're short, well, you just live with it. You flip it over and see how each one has the thing. Okay. You find your appropriate size, and then you come in here and you realize that you're crooked and you fix it. And you line it up inside of the little square, and then you trim your lollipop like so. And it will not be perfect because you suck at sewing. So, well, not you, me. I suck at sewing. You guys are probably amazing at sewing. I am terrible at sewing. Okay. Anyway, back to what I was talking about prior to me having to go down and figure this out. Anyway, so I'm there at work and I'm having a great day, guys. I'm having a like 1000 out of 10 day at work. And literally I'm sitting there and I feel like that scene in My Cousin Vinny where Marissa Tomei, and again, if you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you have not seen this movie, please go watch this movie. It is amazing. But anyway, Marissa Tomei is standing there and she sighs. And Joe Pesci looks at her and he's like, "What?" So, premise of this movie is that Joe Pesci's a lawyer Um, his cousin is in trouble. He's helping him out. They're in this little podunk town in the south. They're Italian, and they are accusing his cousin and his friend of murdering somebody, um, murdering the gas station clerk. And so the lawyer, he's a lawyer, remember? He just forgets to tell people, or he doesn't. He's never tried a case before. This would be his first case, his first murder case, like first everything, right? Anyway, so they're in the middle of the woods because he can't he can't sleep at the hotel in town because there's this giant train whistle that goes off at like 2 a.m. every morning just for whatever reason. And so somebody offers him a cabin in the woods, and he also can't sleep there. I forget who it does. I don't know if it's the prosecutor or whatever, but anyway, they offer him a cabin in the woods. He can't sleep there because it's too quiet and the owls, all this stuff is going on. So anyway, they're there to set the scene. There's a great clip on YouTube you all can watch. But they're there. And he's trying to prepare for this case. And Marissa Tomei is standing out there and she goes, and he's like, what? And she's like, nothing. And he's like, no, what? So she goes on this rant about how they've been together through all of this stuff, 10 years or whatever, and how her niece, she's all, the sister of my daughter. Sorry, I cannot do an Italian accent. She's like, is getting married. And she's like going on and on. And she's like, not to mention my biological clock. No, she goes, my biological clock is ticking like this. And she's like, at this rate, we ain't never getting married. Right? So she tells him essentially, and he's like, he's sitting there and he's like, oh, I see. So he's like, let's see how much more crap you could pile on me. And so he starts talking about how he's like, I ain't slept in 5 days. He's all, I got a judge that's aching to throw me in jail. I got a dress code problem. He's all, my the outcome of this case hinges on the lives of two kids. Da 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 all this. He's like, not to mention your biological clock. And he's like, let's see how much more crap, say more crap, we can pile on top of this. So as I'm there having a 20 out of 10 day, right? That's all I could think about was that scene. And I'm friggin' Joe Pesci. And I'm like, let's see how much more crap I can pile on to this. How much more we can pile on here. Because I was just like, bro, some days it's just like that. Some days it just be like that. But you should watch the clip because I never remember all the words. I can tell you the words while I'm watching the clip, but outside of that, I don't be remembering. I left my vacuum downstairs to charge, guys. I'm getting messy. Okay. Anyway. Okay, the directions say. So these things together. And somebody keeps texting me. Oh, it's my dad. I'm not mad anymore. Oh my god. Oh. He sent me a picture of a formal request. It's in Spanish, guys. I can read it, but I cannot read it to y'all because I can't. I have a terrible accent. Anyway, it looks, I don't know why does it look so bright there and then turns dark as heck over here. Anyway, it was a formal request for my grandma's hand in marriage. Oh my god, it's a letter. It's a typed letter, y'all. Excuse me while I cry from chivalry being dead. Okay. So, these guys and these guys, now that they are the same size-ish, they will be a breeze to put together. Also, if I ever forget to finish a story, let me know in the comments. Because I don't be remembering hardly anything anymore. My brain not working. Good. Like I said, I was gonna cut those off camera, and here I am, an hour in. Anyway, anyways, I also saw that one of my YouTubers that I follow um who does sew with me is got a Juki, and I am not at all jealous of her in any way, shape, or form. Well, it's not a new. I guess it's new to her. I'm not jealous at all. I'm not jealous, guys. No, I'm not. I'm very happy for her. That's like so cool. That is like on my wish list right now. I'm saving for. I think I want to get a Juki, the TL. Also, don't mind how crappy that's gonna look. The TL10, that's what I want. So I want to save for that, as well as saving for a long arm. But of course, I can obviously reach that goal much faster if you guys like and subscribe. I'm just throwing that out there. You don't have to. Do what you want. I'm not your real dad. So you can do whatever you want. Share my video. It does help, obviously, so I can get to the ability to make some money a little faster. But I don't necessarily am like counting on it. I'm really just doing this so that I can sew more and have a reason. Like I need a reason, but it gives me like a purpose, I guess. It makes me feel happy. I don't know. And if I can, you know, turn it into a little side hustle, why not? But obviously, as you see, my filming schedule is trash. So good luck, Michelle. Good luck. Anyway, yeah. So if you don't watch Arkansas Gals, you should. She's hilarious. She's fantastic. She does a lot of unboxings and sew with me. She also does giveaways, and such. So if you like that kind of stuff, she does. The woman does it all. Okay, she does sew with me's, um, box unboxings, cook with me's. All the woman does it all. So you can definitely, ooh, she pretty. Go watch and subscribe to her if you like or not. Again, I am not any of y'all's real parents, so feel free to ignore my just feel free to ignore me. It's fine. Just like my real kids do. It's fine. Anyway. Oh, I think I cut the tip on that one. I cut the tip off. Anyway. So today I will be sewing this. I do have to sew some patches on. Do not get it twisted. I don't do this for everybody. This is for my very good friend who happens to work with me and her little baby. He goes to karate, jiu-jitsu. I don't know what they call it nowadays. Anyway, I'm not going to open the seam on that one because it's too tight. He he has a uniform, so I have to sew some patches on for him. So I'll be doing that today and tomorrow too. I probably won't film it. We'll see. But don't get it twisted, guys. I don't do that on a regular. This one, came out cute. Sorry, it's friggin' hot. She came out cute. These are how they come out. They're real cute. I'm gonna be real upset if. Oh, it's meant to look like a solid piece, but that's not what I got going on here. It's yeah, okay. Refer to my high def picture. Okay. Also, oh, my face on the side there. All right. Where am I? What's next? I already did that. Okay. Okay. Now, I don't know what's what. These go together, and apparently these guys are next. Okay. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Okay. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, don't care about the direction these things are going in. I don't know if they still have this at Carriage Country Quilts as a block of the month. I guess I can look it up and see, and if it is, I will put a link. I get nothing from it, guys. Okay, I am nothing. I am nobody. I am not any kind of person. I'm no special person or nothing. I don't have affiliates. I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm just like telling you where to go to get where I got it so that if you wanted to get it, you could get it too. Okay, so this is going to be sewn here, boom. Um, but I don't know if they still have this block of the month. So if you're interested, of course, you can head on over to their website. If you're local, they're in Washington State. You can head on over there and see. I'm not if you're local, as if I live in Washington State. I don't, guys. If you're local to them, I don't live in Washington State. As you all know, I live in New Mexico. But yeah. Anyway, you could definitely go see if they had the luck of the month. I picked up this year from the quilt show. It had to have been 2023 because I didn't go in 2024. So this year from the quilt show, I picked up from them pillowcase, a pillowcase kit that I've yet to make a pillowcase from, but no biggie. Definitely do that. Oh no. Oh, Michelle, I was gonna sure y'all guys were saying no. Well, you don't know what it looks like, so you wouldn't know. Anyway, yeah, I was doing it wrong. I love making pillowcases. Probably one of my favorite things to make because you it's so easy and they're so cute. I honestly don't know. Okay, it says it's still green. It does not mean it's connected in any way. This video could sound horrible. I do not know. So this video, I am simply going to be making the star because I'm over an hour in, y'all. And I'm not even close to finishing because I keep yapping. Shouldn't rename this to slow yapping. So, is that, am I right? Where's my high def picture? See, I cannot tell. But I think it is right because, I mean, in the end, it doesn't matter, truthfully, if I'm going to be honest, because it's whatever I want it to be. I'm just a real um, stickler because I liked what I saw and I want to make it like that, but I am making it like that. I have to remember I am making it like that because that's how I'm here. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So, oops. So I am making it that way. I don't know why I didn't. Never mind. Shut up. So I am making it how I want it and how it is because clearly, uh, it's being made that way. I just got to get over it. There's one thing I will give Arkansas gals is she'll be like, I do what I want. Yeah. And it looks cute. And Dave too, Dave Craftroom, he like does whatever. And I'm over here like, well, if the hypothesis is like I think too much. I think too much. And that really can mess you up sometimes, you know? It can really get you overthinking about cutting. Like I told you, this quilt gives I hate cutting this for this quilt because it does. Like I want well, I have to because I got to make sure that the pieces I'm cutting are correct. Because of course they only give me so much. I don't have extra. There's no extra for it when they give you the block of the month. So if I mess up, I mess up, and I gotta really figure it out. You know, I got a real problem. I got to really work on that. So I at least do have to do that. But everything else is kind of like open to interpretation, right? Like it is what it is, so to speak. That iron is so hot, y'all. So, I mean, it's probably also why this room is like 9,000 degrees. It's not even the big iron, it's a little baby one. I think I've shown it a couple times on here. It's so small. She is not huge at all. I don't know why. It's so hot in here. I'm literally sweating. Mm. Okay. I only got 3 because there's one under the needle. And then I got this guy, 2, 3, and 4. And then they're just going to go, they're going to go together like this because that's how they go. But I'm going to turn them. I'm going to turn them like this. Anyway, I'm sure if I shut up, I'd move much faster. But when have I ever stopped talking? Never. Not once. And I go back and forth. Like, I'm not saying I never pin, because again, I just do whatever feels like I feel like doing at the moment that I'm doing it. And if I'm feeling extra spicy and I really want um my seams to be straight, I'm gonna pin. What I'm never going to do though, and you can write this down in your diary, you can put a stamp in it, is I'm never gonna sew over pins because I am terrified of I've broken needles on less, and I'd just really rather not get a sharp needle in my eye. So generally speaking, I do not I don't sew over pins. It is the one thing I will not do. Um and everybody's like, you know, do what you want. You can, but I already can't see. I already got glasses. You do what you want. That's totally fine. You can. You if you feel comfortable and it's never been a problem for you, you Ted Lasso, you do whatever the hell you want. Me, not for me. It's not that's a no for me, dog. I'm not gonna sew over pins. I have accidentally done that, but generally speaking I just don't do it. Anyway. 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 So lots happened, obviously, since you all last saw a video from me. Clearly, um, my daughter did move out. I just got one at home now. She's been moved out, but it's official. Like she took not all of her stuff, but she took her stuff that she wanted to take. So she took like her bookcases and her books and all that stuff. So she took her things that she was interested in taking, and yeah, she moved out with her boyfriend. I always joke because they have a roommate or has been his roommate, and it's like so I'm like, oh, my daughter's boyfriend and his boyfriend. That's how she says it too. So I'm not. Kitty, kitty. Oh, he's fine. Okay. But anyway, so she officially moved out, and now I have this spare room. Um, that I don't know what I'm gonna do with. I am gonna make it into a spare bedroom because when my parents come to visit, they can have a place to lay down, and of course, like I said, a filming area for myself to have so that I can film in peace. And if I just want to sew, I'll sew downstairs. But anyway, I gotta get a new bed in here. I have a bed frame. It was my grandma's, and so I need to get a mattress for it, and then I need to get a um. I have some stuff I'm already decorating with it. Like I have these shelves I found, so I'm putting those up. Um, I have some artwork that I'm putting up in here. Well, shelves too for like me. You can't see it, but I will pan slowly. I stole that clock from her. She's got to go lower. It's a Tinkerbell clock. She didn't take it. She has no rights to it. It's mine now. Okay. I think. Sorry, guys. You've been on a wild ride today. Apologies. Oh, that's hot. Okay, so I did that. I did that. Now I got to do my square and a square. Then we're almost done, guys. Could have been done faster if I'd shut up. Am I just sewing? I'm sewing one way. Okay. Let me read from the instructions. Draw a diagonal line on the wrong side of the square. Position 2 squares in alternate corners. Sew on the drawn line. Okay, yeah. And I'm not sewing this way. Not in the flying geese way, guys. In the other way. To do a snowball. I guess it's a snowball. These are too tall. I need this guy. A snowball. I'm a snowball. One and one. And then I'm going to snowball on the other side. Also, I cannot begin to tell you how much foundation paper piecing makes me mad. And you're probably thinking, Michelle, where's this coming from? And I'm gonna tell you. So I was making a quilt, and if you could see my big old head in here, I am sorry. Let me move you guys a little closer. Okay. You're probably like, Michelle, well, what the flip are y'all talking about? So let me tell you. So also these things, this tone on tone really makes me upset. Okay. Um, I was making a quilt, and obviously, I didn't realize this foundation paper piecing. And I am the type of person that I do anything, okay? So doing anything in my skill set just is not my jam. I'm willing to do whatever. That is how I'm the person I am at work today, okay, guys? Because I just said, sure, I'll try it. And I did. And here I am, crying at my no, I don't cry at my desk every day. No. So anyway, the point of the matter is that I'm consistently doing things that are outside of my quote unquote skill set, right? I am what you would probably consider, most people would consider, a confident beginner. Okay, I'm not someone who is like an expert level or anything like that. And therefore, I should not have even tried paper piecing because I picked out an intermediate one. But I did get frustrated. So don't take that to mean that I did not, in fact, like lose it and crash out about the whole thing and then tell my husband, I can't do this and I have to do another quote for your coworker. Because I did. Okay, I did. I exactly did that because I did crash out and I told him this sucks and I can't do it. So, yeah. But look, do what you want to do. Ted Lasso. You do whatever the hell you want. Very true. You never get anywhere by staying in your skill set because you're going to get bored and annoyed pretty quickly. So your best course of action is almost always to just try it. So I tried it. I wasn't that great. No problem. I will try foundation paper piecing again later. I am pissed at it. I don't want to talk about it right now. So I'm not. But anyway, I don't like it right now. Right now it is my arch nemesis. Um no. Maybe in this case I should have not done something outside of my skill set. Should have done something in my skill set. But in the immortal words of Taylor Swift, if you never bleed, you're never gonna grow. So there you go. I tried it. I will come back to it. I'll try it again. It'll be fine. I'll live. Anyway, back to this story. I'm almost done. Then soon we're going to be able to put the block together. My square, my pieces. Oh, there we go. Also, I have no idea what I want to eat today. I already ate a little bit of lunch. Had some leftover pasta from Olive Garden the other day because I went. And then I went, this girl, I don't know how to explain this. So someone I work with, not in depthly, but I see her every day at work. She's a delivery driver. She makes homemade bread, sourdough. It's amazing and beautiful and delicious, and I'm jealous that she can do it, but thankful because I buy it from her. So anyway, she had a market and this weekend, and I went to go see her at her market. I said, I try to support my friends, and I bought some bread. So I made. She did a green chili and cheddar sourdough. Oh God, it was so good. Anyway, she I made a sandwich with it, and it was probably the most delicious sandwich I've had in a while. So try it, guys, if you're in the market for a new sandwich. Oh, what am I doing? That's wrongo. Um, wait, bro, I'm losing my brains. I already showed you one, but I think it's yeah, color in the corner. Let me flip this. So anyway, I support her, I buy from her, I do all that. So I but yeah, I made myself a little black forest ham sandwich with just basic mustard mayo, whatever, and the green chili sourdough. She makes them in loaf sizes, so I don't have to struggle. She makes it in like a regular loaf, not in a sourdough loaf style. So that's fantastic. So I can just easily make myself a sandwich without a problemo. But it was delicious. So now I don't know what I'm gonna eat for dinner. But I did get a six. Oh my gosh, I didn't tell you all. I got myself a $6 takeaway. We went to Olive Garden the other night, and I was like, I'm gonna get myself for lunch. I forgot to take it to work on Friday lunch, so I left it at home. Now it's here, and I do have a dilemma. I can simply leave it for tomorrow for lunch. Here's a finished block on the side, and this is very scrappy. I'm kind. Originally, it was a planned. I had colors for it, but now it's just turned into whatever I want. So okay, square and a square. I need my square and a square. I need my square and a square because you're gonna lay out a block like so, a flying geese unit like so, and then another block like so. Actually, I don't need to pull it off because I could just sew this and then I'm good to go. So then I can do the middle. Okay. Anyway, forgot what I was saying. Oh, sorry, y'all. I don't know what story I was going on with. Oh, my that's right. I think this was it. If I'm not, shoot, I'm gonna sound real stupid right now. Anyway, originally I had it planned with all these colors for my block on my on the side quilt, because it was gonna be a planned one with this fat quarter bundles that I had bought from Walmart 3 years ago. They're the Pioneer Woman ones. They're so cute. Which are like basically, I think it's this one, and that one is part of that bundle. But now I have so many 1.5 inch squares just hanging out and having a good time that I'm just kind of doing a real scrappy. So it's going to have like a bunch of different projects. It has some projects that I've done before too, so that's really nice. A nice way to kind of see a little scrappy thing. Uh, I don't know how big I'm making it yet. We'll see. I still have to figure out for the um mm, sashing, I guess would be the word, on the other squares. But anyway, how does this one lay? This one lays like so, and then like so. So yeah, we'll see how it becomes looking. I will say I am getting better as I sew more, which was really my whole goal. Honestly, that's truthfully the truth about anything. The more you do it, the better you get at it. So I am getting better. I'm really just a giant baby, y'all. 40 something. Don't ask me how old I am because I forget every year. 47? I don't know. Anyway, I am how old I am, and I just don't. Anyway, here is the square and a square. I love the lighting in here, guys. It's beautiful. Anyway, I'll take it to somewhere. Okay, she goes like this, and then like this. But anyway, it is true. I do forget pretty much how old I am every year. I really have to remind myself. I was talking with my coworker the other day. We were talking about like age and stuff, and I told her, I said, I understand why when I was younger, people in their 40s were like, I don't feel old, because I really don't feel old, truthfully, until I do something like get up off the floor, run a flight of stairs. That's when I feel old. But otherwise, generally speaking, I don't feel old at all. I feel, oh, okay. I feel quite young, if I'm going to be honest. I don't feel like um, I am on the flip side of 45 at all. So I understand. I understand it now. I do. I get it. I understand. And then one day I won't will feel real old. Like I just will. I just will. That day, however, is today because I am sweating my butt off. It is so hot in this room. I'm dying. Oh. And I think I've talked about this on this channel before. I do not have refrigerated air in this house. This is a rental. They opted to not do refrigerated air. It is an evap cooler. Their new unit, it's a new unit up here. I got two of them, one upstairs and one downstairs, but it is sweaty, guys. It's still sweaty. It's not it. Okay. She pretty. And I'm also not turning this overhead light on because I don't feel like dying. There's no fans in these rooms either, other than my oscillating fan. Oh, my back hurts. Okay. This is the bottom. Okay. And then I need this one. And then this guy goes like that. Okay. What I would not kill for traditional air conditioning right now for some refrigerated air. Or I have window units, just not in this room because obviously my daughter was living here and there just wasn't room hopes to put one in. So now I'm suffering for it. Yay. So anyway, if I had a little window unit in here, I'd probably feel it would be better. It'd be loud. It would be like me screaming. I really hope that my microphone is doing a good job because if it's not, this is about to be a speed run of how to do this. And all my funny jokes y'all will miss. That's okay, they weren't that funny. Okay, so now that you've done all that, you've essentially made a night patch. I don't know why I went into teacher mode. Bloop. Put an iron on that. Ooh. And like I'm sitting here talking about what to eat for dinner. I don't even want to cook. It's so hot. I'm sweating. I don't like it. I don't know what I want to make. I need this middle piece first. Okay. So top, bottom. I'll need a middle piece here in a minute. In the middle. Is the middle. Okay. Here is where I probably will pin because I want to make sure my intersections are looking pretty. I like to pin. I have no idea what I want to start other than this block of the month. I have a couple. I have this block of the month. I still have my Farm Girl Vintage block of the month that I have got to finish, y'all. That one is depressing that I haven't finished that one. I should bring up here and show you guys my progress. It's actually no, because it's the same progress it was when I did my TikTok on it. But anyway, it's buns. I made zero progress. But anyway, so I might just wind up doing these the next couple is kind of intermittently, sewing my blocks of the month to get caught up. But I do want to do because I got to do this. I got to do Scarecrow, my quilted Scarecrow, which I guess now I'm behind on according to the sew along. So I got to do that. I have to finish my autumn. I have a whole list. I'll have to show you guys. I made my planner. I made a planner so I could work on being better at filming and being better about oh Lord help me. I don't know why you're being so difficult. Okay, I should use my 1/4 inch foot here. But anyway, being better about filming and what quilts I have and what quilt kits I have. So currently on the block, right? Like runners up here. I have to finish this one. Number two, I have um like my brain just stops working. Functions gone. Number two, I have the scarecrow. I have to finish because I do have a quilt kit for that. I actually, I'll run them down for y'all. Okay, in a speed round. Okay, I have quilted scarecrow. I'm already in that one. Autumn pumpkin seeds or whatever quilt seeds. I'm in that one. I don't have very much left to do with that one. Um, Farm Girl Vintage, which again, these are all ones that I'm like first I have started. Farm Girl Vintage. I gotta finish. Okay, now for quilt kits that I haven't even cracked open in any way, shape, or form. I have Cakewalk, Vintage Dishes. Oh, I can't wait to do that one. Fresh Summer on the Farm. So Cakewalk, Vintage Dishes, those are Lori Holt's. Fresh on the Farm is Jenny Jo Lamb. It's super cute. Um, I also have um Pacific Northwest Life, which is a Jenny Jo Lamb, and I have a kit for that. I bought that a while back. I gotta start on that one. I have oh my god, I don't even want to talk about this. I have Gentle Flock coming, which is a Lori Holt kit from her new collection. That's supposed to be shipping soon. It hasn't shipped yet. I forget the name of it. I forget the name of that collection. Anyway, it's one of her new collections, so I have that one coming. And then I have what's the other one I have? I know I have another quilt kit hanging around somewhere. Um I also have my sew samplers that I got to get done. I have a finishing kit for one of them that I got to get done, the Halloween one, so I should do that one. And I have a Christmas one I want to do. Yeah, so that as I say that, and then I did, you know what I did, y'all? I put down a deposit on the, oh my God. Shoot me. I just like the fabric. Anyway, I put a deposit down on the Farm Girl, Quilted Farm Girl. These are not due to ship till like next year or something like that. Quilted Farm Girl. I'm being optimistic also, okay, that I'm still gonna have like life will not be dead for me in a year. Anyway, Quilted Farm Girl and the 1 and 2 book, not the book, but they're doing she's doing a kit to make like from when you from 1 and 2 she's putting a kit together from her new fabric line to make a new kit from books 1 and 2. So I did, okay. YOLO baby. I did. All right, I did. So I have that coming, I have that going. But yeah, that's currently that's what I have. I think I'm gonna work on getting my this one and Farm Girl Vintage finished, but also try to pepper in Quilted Scarecrow and maybe finish up my pumpkin seeds. I think I only got like 3 left. I'm being optimistic. I think I have more like 6. There's only 9. And then I do have another set of quilt seeds, the mercantile. So those I haven't even started, but I need to figure it out. I have a bunch of fat quarters, so I could 1000% easily do it. But I'm gonna work on those first before I start like thinking about cutting for a new quilt. You know, I'm just got to get some stuff done. I also got to finish quilting a couple blankets. So those might be some videos. But anyway, I will, in my next video, talk about, or in a video, I will show my planner that I made myself and what I did, so that you guys can see if you're interested, right, in quilt planning. It doesn't even have to be for YouTube. Like, I'm doing it because I'm filming, but it's also, I think, like, even if I wasn't filming, if I wasn't filming, I would still want to know, like, what I have coming up, going on, up, inside, outside, whatever. Okay, here she is, month number 6, guys. Oh my god, you can't see nothing. Hold on. Where's my camera? All you see is my fat arm. Oh, it's this arm. Lord help me, I can't figure it out. Anyway, month number 6. Isn't she pretty? She's gonna go on the shelf. You go with your brothers and sisters. Um, yeah. So she's gonna go in the bag until I'm all done, and then I will see you at the next one, which will really just be these houses. Um, but it is going to be a couple days before you see these. But for me, it's just going to be a minute. Anyway, happy quilting, you guys. Have a wonderful Sunday, and see you on the flip side. Bye.